Handsome gentlemen, beautiful ladies of the universe, I just finished my morning routine and it occurred to me as I was jogging that it would be perhaps very useful for my fellow competitors or for anyone who's looking to make progress in a training program for me to share this with you. Recently, a friend of mine told me that he wasn't aware of a nutritional fact, and it consisted of not comparing the serving size in a product with what's written on the panel. So I grabbed a few examples from my kitchen. I've got a few things here in my training station that's mostly for guests, so I don't usually have canned food, but if that's what you like to eat, that's great. And I am all for people treating themselves to things that they like every so often. That's definitely should be included in a training program. But I wish there were quesadillas that came in a can. I'd have a whole lot of those. But this is chicken ravioli I also like. Let's use this as an example. First and foremost, when you look at the list of ingredients in a product, try to keep it as natural as possible. So the longer the list, the more chemicals it probably has and the less beneficial it is for you. So that's one. And then we look at, aside from calories, I put more emphasis on sodium and carbs and sugars. So, hey, this, for example, is 35 grams of carbs, 6 grams of sugar. All right, not so bad, right? But then you look at the serving size, and that's where a lot of people may not be monitoring things properly. Small little containers can easily have a ton of servings. And so you're not only going to be consuming the 35 and the 6 and what have you on the entire panel, but you have to multiply it by the amount of servings. And in some cases, like chips and dips and all that kind of stuff that C.A. Lopez can easily sit down in one sitting and have an entire case of chips and salsa and all kinds of stuff. Even if you do sit down and have a small portion, you have to multiply everything that's on the panel by the amount of serving sizes. And some containers are only teaspoons per serving size, which means the serving size is a teaspoon, and you have to multiply the 280 milligrams of sodium and the amount of fat and the amount of carbs all by 13, 20, sometimes it's a whole mess. And you know, you're trying to go to the gym and you're getting an awesome workout, and then you sit down and realize, why is it that I'm not making progress? Is because when you sit down and have a plate of something, it may be very small, you're consuming a lot more food or a lot more carbs, etc., than you think. So keep that in mind. Another example is soda. People sit and you know, have a glass or two of soda. You look at the serving size, and you'll notice that, you know, in some cases, like this one is 40 grams of sugar, 40 grams of carbs. And it's important for you to see how much the serving size is. And some people can easily have 6 glasses of soda. That's this entire bottle. And so you have to multiply 40 times 6. And in some cases, like I said, it's a lot more than just 6. So you're multiplying 40 times 20 sometimes. So it becomes a lot of sodium, a lot of carbs, a lot of everything on there, a lot of chemicals that you might not be wanting to consume. So that's something to really think about, and monitoring your serving sizes, you know, because it all comes down to portion control. So, and if you're having it really late at night, that makes things even worse. Sending you that big hug, much love.